Hello. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over now. Give me a second. Hi. Oh my god. Okay. My mic kind of sounds a little bit fucked up because I was messing around with filters, so pay it no mind, even though it's the first thing that you hear. But hello. Hello. I was dropping frames like crazy too. I don't know why either, so I'm gonna have to look into that too, because it doesn't make any sense. I don't think I have anything running for me to be dropping frames, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out when we get to it. For now, we're just gonna go on with the show. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I'm completely sane. But hello. If you already saw me debut on IRIAM, you're probably like, why are you talking about your debut a second time? Well, it's because I'm also going to be streaming on YouTube. So that means doing a debut over here, which is kind of silly, but it also does help because then at least people who don't like using IRIAM can be over here. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix the autocorrect thing. We love having a double debut. Yes, exactly. And plus you guys get to see visuals. Like, I made all of these in Canva. I made these slides in Canva, and now you guys get to see them. This is what I was reading off of. Let me actually, while I have this, I'm gonna adjust this just a little bit because I don't like the opacity on it. So we're just gonna do that. Make it just a little bit easier so that way you don't have to see what's in the background. But yes, double debut, and it's a little bit later than I expected it to be, but OBS has been notorious for giving me problems despite how many hours I try to prepare beforehand. And if I don't do a test stream, then I never really get to figure out stuff, so it's fine. But let me actually properly introduce myself. Hello, my name is Suren, your Immortal Fox from Razz Production US's first generation Hajimari. It's nice to meet you. I'm so excited to spend time with you. I'm so excited. I'm very, very excited to spend time with all of you guys. So, with that being said, let's first go into some of the basics. So, as you can see right here, my name is Suren. Suren, not Soren, not Socken, not Sure, Suren. I've also been called Soup by a friend, and I'm like, no, I'm not Soup. I am not at Soup. But my name is Suren. Nicknames, I only have one, which is from Hisashi. He just calls me Sue sometimes, which isn't bad. Well, not Sue with an E, but like S-U. But it's not bad. It's the only nickname that I have. I don't know if I'll get any more, but it's fine. Next, my birthday. It is August 15th, which is also Kage Pro Day, which is a fun day. I've always loved the series Kage Pro, or well, Kagero Project. It's been in my life for a very, very long time. So the fact that my birthday is August 15th does mean a lot to me. Gotta love your birthday being on Heat Haze Day. Always a fun time. Oh, sorry about that. I should have turned my phone on silent. Actually, I'll do that now. Next, my age appearance. It is 28. As I said, I am an accidental Immortal Fox. So the way that I got Immortal was by accident. Did not mean for it to happen, it just kind of did. So while I may continue to age, and I may not die, I look 28 right now, so that's fine, you know? 28's a good age. I think it's fine, personally. Next, my height. I am 5'6", or if you do not use feet and inches, I am 167 centimeters. I'm a little tall. Not extremely tall, but a little tall. I can at least say that I am not under 5 feet, or at least I'm not like just barely 5 feet. I can say that with pride. Next, my species. I am a fox-human hybrid. So the ears you see, those are fox ears. Right now you're only seeing my top half, but you will be able to see my full design in a bit. We'll be able to go over it and look at some of the details a bit more. But for now, you're just seeing me as I am right now. And next, languages. I speak English. It is my native language. And it is the only one that I can speak fluently because it is the only one that I really know. I am learning Japanese, though. I would say that it is the equivalent of a toddler's Japanese, and if not even worse than that. I can at least read all hiragana. I can read most katakana, and I know some kanji. I also could say that I know how to introduce myself. I know how to do a jiko shokai. And I know how to like ask how old you are, what do you work at a job, do you go to school. I can say about a couple of things for like daily life stuff, but I can't hold like a full conversation. I don't know all the words for that. Next, my Oshi mark. It is a label. I thought, well, I don't see anyone with the Oshi mark like just a label. I have not seen anyone with that Oshi mark. So I decided it's gonna be mine. It's mine now. This is my Oshi mark. And then we'll go over some of my tags. So for my general tag, it is hashtag Suren Gen. So anything general. So if you want to like pose questions there, you could put it in general tag. If you want to comment about live streaming or live tweet about it, you can put it in the general tag. Feel free to. For my live tag, well, actually, commenting on my live stream would probably be better in the live tag, but if you put it in general, it's not too bad. But general stuff, you can also talk about collabs there too. Live tag is hashtag Suren Streams. Very basic, but I mean, I couldn't really come up with anything creative, so I'd rather keep it simple rather than make it more difficult than it should be. I forgot to put the hashtag here. But fan art. My fan art tag is hashtag Suren JPEG. I think this one is probably my favorite. It's really simple, but I like it. It's a nice fan art tag. My not safe for work tag. I do not have one. So in regards to not safe for work art or any kind of medium of not safe for work that includes me, I don't have a tag for it. And I do not mind if it is created, but I would say please keep it out of the general tags that I have. That is all that I ask. And that's pretty much the main thing that I want to like put out there, because like I don't really mind it. If I see it, I see it. If I don't, I don't. I most likely won't interact with it or like it at all of any sort, but it is fine for it to exist. I'm not saying that it can't exist. And then for clips, we have hashtag SueSnips. I think this one was also a little bit clever, because it's almost like, it's just like you're snipping off like the end of my name. So snips, clips, kind of clever. Just a little bit. And then fan name. I do not have a fan name for you guys yet. I do want to work with my community to create a fan name, so that may come a little bit later, just because I do want people to be involved. But if that does not happen, I'll probably put out some suggestions, and whichever seems to curry the most favor, we'll go with that. So yeah. So that's some of the basic stuff for getting to know me. Next, we're gonna go over likes and dislikes. So, first off, we'll start off with... I'm actually gonna start off with the dislikes, because it's a little bit shorter, and I can just get it out the way. Because why would you want to start with the things you like and end on the stuff that you don't like, right? So, starting with dislikes, I dislike bitter food. It doesn't taste good. I don't like bitter stuff. It does not appease me. It does not spark joy. So I'm not a very big fan of it. I also dislike bugs and insects. I don't mind if they are out in nature, like being out in the world with like the nature, the trees, the grass and stuff like that. That's where bugs belong. That's fine. If there are bugs in my house, no. That is an absolute 100% no. They gotta go. They either gotta get out of my house or they gotta not exist in my house. So, absolutely not. I dislike the dark. I am not a big fan of the dark. Generally, I really like being in the light. There's a reason why I like summer, is because the sun sets at like 9 or 10 p.m. where I live, and then it rises at like 5 in the morning. So I love the summertime a lot. I love being out in the sun. I love the daylight just being very, very long, and there being a lot of light out. I can sleep in the dark, but it's not without like a little light. So I do have like a little nightlight that I keep with me. But that's probably it for like... It's like a really small nightlight. It's like, it doesn't have to be a big source of light. It just has to be enough so that way it's not pitch black. I just don't like being in the pitch black darkness, I should say. Next, I dislike hiking. It goes hand in hand with disliking insects. If I have to be out in the nature and I have to walk a lot and I have to go through like spider webs or bugs flying around or things crawling on me, I'm not gonna like it. So I dislike hiking for that exact reason. I like exercising. Hiking is an entirely different beast and I don't like it at all. So I'm good without that. Hiking can be for other people that are excited to do these things. Next, I don't like anglerfish. They just look weird to me. Like, they're deep sea fish, so of course they're not gonna look like any of the other fish that we see, but I just think they look weird. I don't like them. And that's it. There's nothing really more about it. They just kind of look weird. So these two are gonna go hand in hand. Slimy textures and burnt food. I dislike them. Slimy textures is a just mouth thing. I don't like how it feels in my mouth. I don't like how it feels in my hands. It feels really gross. I don't like it. And then I don't like burnt food because it tastes bad. It also makes me feel like I'm wasting food. So I don't like burning stuff. I generally, if I do cook, I try my best to make sure that I don't burn anything because I'll feel terrible if I burn food and I don't want to eat it because it's burnt and I know it's not going to taste good and I have to get rid of it because it's like, why did I go through all the effort to cook for if I'm just going to burn it and waste it, you know? Not fun. This is really particular, but I don't like stubble on my face. So if I start to grow stubble at all, I have to get rid of it. I don't like how it feels. It's too scratchy. It's too irritating. It makes me itchy and I don't like it. If there's stubble on other people's faces, that's fine. It can look nice on other people, but it doesn't look good on me. It makes me irritable because it's itchy and it's scratchy and I don't like it. So, no. Dislike stubble on my face. I also dislike horror, which is very funny because there are some scary games that I like to play. Well, scary adjacent games that I like to play. Or at least I find interesting. So, but I'm not a big fan of horror. Like, I don't watch horror movies. I don't like ghost stories. I don't like I just don't like scary tales in general. It freaks me out. I get too paranoid, and then I'm like, well, now I'm not going to be able to sleep, and then I end up staying up for like the entire night, and I'm like, oh, I'm fine now. Tries to go to bed, and then I either have work or I have things that I have to do the next day, or well, the day that it is, and I'm like, well, now I can't sleep because I have things that I have to do. So horror's not a really great thing. Keeps me up too late. This kind of goes hand in hand, but I dislike loud sounds. I'm actually a very, very jumpy person. I jump very easily. I get startled very easily. It's not a great thing, honestly. It's not fun. But it is something that does happen, and I have to like accept that yes, I am a bit of a scaredy cat when it comes to loud noises. So it is what it is. Next, I dislike most veggies. So, a lot of vegetables I don't like, but there are some that I do. The ones that I do, they have to be cooked in a very particular way, or else I'm not gonna like to eat them. Because it's, like I said, it's a texture thing. It's the reason why I don't like slimy textures, it's the reason why I don't like burnt food. It's a texture thing, and it's just like, I feel like if I'm gonna have something, I have to like it, or else I'm gonna feel bad for wasting it. So that's why most veggies that I do like have to be cooked in a certain way, or else I just won't eat it, and then I'll feel bad, and everyone will be like, well, why aren't you eating it? It's like, because I don't like it, and they're gonna think I'm picky, which I am, but that's not what I need people to be thinking all the time. The last two also go hand in hand. I dislike being out in the snow, and I dislike being cold. Like I said earlier, I like the summer. I like how long the days are. I like how long the light is out. I dislike the snow and being cold because it's not for me. I can warm up easily, yes, but I just don't like it. It makes me miserable. I can't feel my hands, I can't feel my toes, I can't feel my ears, I can see my breath. I have to wear like 5 layers just to stay warm, and then when I'm walking, I sweat, even though there's like cold air blowing and everything. It's not fun. I feel like I get swaddled in like clothing just to stay warm, and I'm only gonna like be out for like a couple of minutes. Like walking to and from work and being in 5 layers of clothes, I get more sweaty than I am cold, so I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not fun. So, on that note, let's go to my likes. I like anime and manga, which is kind of a given. I've liked anime and manga ever since I was a tot, so that's kind of a staple part of my life. It'll be hard to take anime or manga out of my life at this point in time. I also like video games. I am a gamer, yes. I am not a great gamer, but I am a gamer. I want to say the best thing that I have done as a gamer has been getting to Plat 1 in Teamfight Tactics, which isn't very impressive because there are people that can get to like Grandmaster in like a couple of weeks. But I still think it's an achievement. That means that I'm at least doing something right. That means that I'm at least better than the average TFT player, right? I like light novels. I enjoy light novels. I can't name any right now off the top of my head, and I didn't list any while I was making this. So unfortunately, I cannot tell you like my favorite light novels, but I enjoy reading them. I definitely want to read more light novels. I also like danme. I have a very, very close friend who got me into danme. They got me into Heaven's Official Blessing, and then from there I got into Murazushi. They also got me into Luyao. We also watched Word of Honor together. It's a fun time. I enjoy it, and there's a couple of people that I've reached out to, excuse me, that also like danme and are like, hey, you should try these series. So I now have a little backlog for me to like go into some more danme. There are Thai danme, and I was like, what? And I'm like, I'm so interested now. Like, there's so much there that I can like look into. So I'm very, very excited. I like ice skating. Ice skating is something that I used to do a lot as a kid, and I enjoy it very, very much. I don't get to go ice skating very often now, but there is an ice skating rink that I am eyeing up. And after a couple of weeks of me getting myself settled into a couple of schedules, I might see if I can go ice skating. I miss doing it's relaxing. It's really fun. And with ice skating, it's not as cold as just being in the cold. Like, okay, I don't like being cold, but at least when I'm ice skating, I'm like doing something that is actively keeping me warm despite how cold it is. Because at least once I'm done, I don't have to stay there. If I'm like cold and I'm like walking, I still have to like be out in the cold and get to my destination. Finally, I made it. Oh, hi, Mimi. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. But ice skating it's generally really, really fun. I enjoy it a lot. Next, I like jellyfish. Jellyfish are very cute. They're very squishy. And I just like how they look. I was shark before, but I have been reborn. Welcome back! I'm glad you've been reborn, Mimi. Oh, I'm so glad you like ice skating too. Oh my god. I have more people to talk about ice skating now, which makes me really, really happy. I'm so excited to start talking to more people about some of the things that I like, and now that I know that there's like a bunch of other people that like a couple of things that I do too, I get to branch out and make more friends. It makes me so excited. But jellyfish, they're very squishy. They're very cute. I think the main reason why I ended up liking jellyfish is because of the anime Princess Jellyfish, and that's because there was a spotted jelly and a moon jelly, and when the main character had to save the spotted jelly from the moon jelly because they were sharing a tank, and I think that really just kind of catapulted me into liking them. I've been trying to get back into it by going to open skates. Oh my god. Okay, Mimi, we do have to link up and talk, because I miss talking about ice skating. I miss talking about the Winter Olympics whenever I watch them. So we have to link up and talk. I'm excited to talk with you about ice skating soon. Very, very soon. But aside from me liking jellyfish because of Princess Jellyfish, I think I just like them because of how they float. Like, sometimes if I'm watching live streams, or if I'm just kind of bored and I don't want to watch a live stream, I'll watch the streams of the aquarium, the Monterey Aquarium. They have a jellyfish cam, and it's just fun watching them float around. You can literally just watch a bunch of their fish float around. They have multiple live streams up. And so, it's nice to watch. I enjoy it. It's very, very fun. After jellyfish, I like stationery. I am a very, very big fan of stationery. I am also a very big fan of buying stationery and not using it. So, I'm going to try to get in a better habit of using stationery, because I want to actually use it. They're so cute, and I like it, and some of my pens write so well, and it's just a shame that I don't get to use it a lot. I die for Muji pens. Honestly, yes. I need more Uniball pens. I have 2. One literally just ran out of ink recently. So I'm down to 1, and I'm like, okay, I have to order more. And I'm just like, but I don't use these pens enough for me to order like 5 of them. But I'm like, I want to order more because they're cute and they write really smooth. And it's just, there's also washi tape that I've been eyeing at my local Kunikunya. No, yeah, Kunikunya? One of those. It's an addiction? It is. It genuinely is an addiction. So I'm just like, I have to get more into the habit of actually using my stationery. So I will be putting it to use, and I will be at least making use of it in a way that I feel is proper and I can enjoy it. and then I can buy more and I can like enjoy it as well. So that will be happening eventually. I will work on that with everyone. Next, I really like sweets. I have a very, very bad sweet tooth. I like chocolate. I like candy. I like carbonated sweet drinks. I like sweet tea. I like almost anything sweet. It does not matter. I like a lot of sweets. It's a surprise. Well, no. I was about to say, it's a surprise I don't have a cavity. I did recently get cavities filled, but they weren't bad, and they weren't from sweets. It was because I hadn't been to the dentist in a while. So, I think I'm doing pretty good on my sweets intake. If you were on an island and you could only have one sweet, what would it be? Reese's Cups. Reese's Cups. That's it. It's the peanut butter and the chocolate. It's really good. That is also my favorite candy in the world, aside from candy corn. Candy corn is my favorite, but specifically when October rolls around, because I can have as much as I want, and everyone else hates it, so I'm just like, okay, more for me. But yeah, it would have to be Reese's Cups. Absolutely. Though, funnily enough, even though I like Reese's Cups, when it comes to cereal, I don't like Reese's Puffs. It's kind of weird. It probably might be the crunchiness of it all, but it's like, it just didn't vibe with me. And I've had it before, but it just didn't vibe. Very understandable. Peanut butter and chocolate is a fire combo. Thank you for understanding. I'm so glad that you get it. You and me are shaking hands. You understand. We are the same kin. Aside from sweets, well, I'm gonna skip one and go over to this. I like carbonated drinks too. Carbonated drinks are not only soda, that means sparkling water. Anything that has bubbles, I do enjoy. So I really, really do like carbonated drinks a lot. And speaking of carbonated drinks, give me a second. I need to take a sip of water. Okay, we're good. Awesome. But going back up, you have such as I have a really bad sweet tooth. It's insane. Like, there will be days where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start eating healthier. I'm gonna cut out sweets. I'm gonna cut out soda. I'm gonna cut out juice. I'll stick to like flavored water, and I'll get flavored water, and it'll be like the sparkling water that's flavored, but it still has sugar. So I'm not cutting out a lot of the sweets, but it's like I always just cycle back to it. Like, I'm still trying to work on eating healthier. But sweets are such a bad addiction. I like so much sugar. So I really have to work on it. But eventually I might get better at it, and then I can still have my sweet tooth, but indulge in it every now and then rather than every other day like I usually do. Though I will say I haven't had Reese's Cups in a bit, so I am doing pretty good. Because usually when I'm at work, I'll just grab a Reese's Cups from the vending machine. But I haven't done that in like, maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good so far, so I'll give myself that at least. Like, yes. But going back up one, singing. I really, really like singing. I enjoy singing a lot. I used to sing in the choir as a kid, and I've learned a lot of operatic singing because my choir teacher was an opera singer. So learning how to sing different songs has been a little bit of an ordeal, just because I have the muscle memory of singing operatic, but it is not something that is too much of an issue for me because I have done a couple of covers in the past, or at least I've like sang at karaoke, and I've enjoyed singing different ways. So I love singing. It's very, very fun. I want to get much, much, much better at it. So I'm gonna keep practicing. So you should be expecting singing from me on here. Maybe some shorts on Twitter, or X formerly known as Twitter. Excited for your karaoke streams and covers? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm genuinely so excited for my karaoke streams. I have an entire thing that I want to do, and I'm so excited. Most of them are going to be unarchived, so that way I can at least rebroadcast them, and it'll make it a little bit easier for people. But oh my god, I'm so excited. I genuinely am so excited because there's so many things that I want to set up, and there are so many songs that I want to practice and get better at and then sing so people can listen and then eventually make covers. It'll be fun. It's going to be a fun time. It's probably one of the most excited things that I am. One of the most exciting things that I am excited for. Next, the next two. Sewing and cosplay. These go hand in hand. I like cosplaying and I like sewing. I used to cosplay a whole lot as a kid. So I always enjoyed cosplaying. My favorite cosplay as a kid was Celty from Durarara. And then one that was from a recent adult had to have been Felicia from Fire Emblem Fates. Those two are my favorite. I enjoyed those so much. Felicia was a store-bought cosplay, but Celty I had made myself. I had gotten the motorcycle helmet and everything. I made the clay ears, I sanded it down, I spray painted it, I made her scythe. It was really, really fun. I think it was probably the first cosplay that I ever put together all on my own. With very, very little help. But it was such a fun time. I enjoyed it. I was so hyped because it was when I was really, really sinking my teeth into anime. I had just started watching Durarara on, I think it was on YouTube at the time. It was in the 3-part series when YouTube used to let you upload anime like that to them. And I was watching it there and I was like, oh, this is so cool and everything. Though if it wasn't there, then it was probably somewhere else that I had started watching it. And I remember when I also found the Dollars website. Oh my god, I remember that. It was so, god, Durarara had such a hype behind it. The Dollars website where you could talk anonymously. It was so fun. I think I still have the link to that website too. I wonder if it's still working. But sewing and cosplay, definitely really fun activities. I learned how to sew before I learned how to cosplay. So once I started cosplaying, some of my sewing skills came in handy because I learned how to hem pants first. My mom showed me how to hem pants and just how to sew on patches and stuff. So it was a very, very fun time then. Favorite anime? Number 6. And also, we're going to be getting into some more of my favorite animes in a bit. But number 6 is my number 1 all-time favorite. That is my go-to anime. If I am, going through a shitty time, I will watch number 6. I will generally just, sit down and I'll, watch an episode of it. It doesn't matter which episode. I'll just be like, okay, I just need to sit down and, reset my brain. I will watch number 6. And it's it doesn't really matter. It'll probably either be on my phone or on my computer. It depends, but I enjoy it a lot. So much. It changed my life, genuinely. It is probably the reason why it is probably the main reason why I'm still here today and pushing as hard as I do for things. First person I've heard put it as their number 1. It means a lot. I found it at a very important time of my life. Not dire, but a very important time. Fave cosplay? Fave cosplay that I've done? Probably Hal from Pokemon. At least from one of my more recent cosplays. Hal from Pokemon was one of my favorite ones. Because I even had the Z-Ring. And I'm so mad because when I moved, I lost it. And I was so excited to cosplay Hal again because I had remade his shorts. I was respraying his wig. And I was like, okay, I can cosplay him again. Where's my Z-Ring? Z-Ring's missing. Okay. Let's see how much it cost on, Mercari. $70. And I'm like, are you serious? It's crazy. Because I remember the Z-Ring came with Pokemon Sun and Moon. And it wasn't that expensive. Because you could use your Z-Ring with, everything for Pokemon Sun and Moon. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. But and now it's like 70 bucks on Bakari, and I'm like, okay, do I really want to shell out 70 bucks? Maybe. Maybe. I'm considering it. If I could find one at a better price, maybe. But I want like the original Z-Ring, not the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Z-Ring. But it makes me sad. I used to... Man. It makes me wish I kept my Pokewalker as well, because I lost my Pokewalker too. Unfortunate times. But last two, sleeping. I enjoy sleeping. Despite what it may seem like me being online all the time, I enjoy sleeping a ton. I will sleep over doing a lot of things. Like if I'm given the choice, hey, do you want to go out or do you want to sleep? I will be like, can we do a rain check on this? I want to sleep in. Listen, I'm online all the time, but I do sleep. I do sleep. I promise. I do. I took a nap earlier today. I took an hour nap and that was good. And then I'm going to go to bed because I need to wake up early for important reasons tomorrow. So I'm going to be going to bed early. I promise. I do sleep. I enjoy sleeping. I don't believe. Listen, just because you don't believe me does not mean that it is not true. I really do enjoy sleeping. I like it. It's comfortable. I'm comfy. I can sleep with my comfortable pillows and my plushes next to me, and I can be under the covers and I can be snug and warm and comfortable, and I don't have to get up and go anywhere. Sleeping is fun. It is very enjoyable. I just have a lot that I have to work on. You agree? Okay, but I'm logged into Discord on my phone. That's the thing. If I'm logged into Discord on my phone right now, the only time that I have changed it to do not disturb is literally because I am streaming. Like, I don't change it when I go live on IRIAM, because if I'm live on IRIAM, then I'm also looking at stuff on my computer. So I'm not gonna change it then. So you're on your phone and not sleeping? No! My phone is just next to me in my bed. Of course, I do scroll sometimes, but I do actually go to bed when I, like, lay down. I, like, try to put my phone down and actually lay down and go to sleep. I try not to doom scroll while I'm in bed. I have a bad habit of doing that, so I've been trying to cut back on it. I promise, I do sleep. It does not look like it, but I do sleep. If you see me in call, then you might want to be a little bit concerned. But I do sleep. And then the last one, I like swimming. Noted, sometimes mean all the time for ear. Listen! I do sleep. I promise. I pinky swear, I do sleep. Cross my heart and hope to die, I do sleep. But I like swimming. Let's move on from me talking about me not sleeping when I do sleep. And let's talk about swimming, because I like swimming. Swimming is very, very fun. It's really, really, really fun. And I don't get to swim nearly as often as I think I should. But it is also kind of a hassle because of having to shower each time. Like showering before you go in. Oh, hi, Anya. Hello. Hi, we have a guest. We have a kitty here. Hi. I thought you were sleeping. No? Okay. Hi. Hello, love. Well, I have a cat that wants me to play with her, but I will not be able to. Yeah, kitty, that's Anya. The one that is meowing right now that you can hear is Anya. I actually do have a second cat. His name is Murphy. He's actually sleeping right now. He is sleeping in his bed right next to me. Whereas Anya is right in between my legs underneath my desk, trying to get me to throw her mouse for her. And she's gonna keep circling my legs until I do that. Hello, Mom. What is? Yeah, hello, Anya. I don't know why it's doing the auto-translate thing. I think I turned that off, didn't I? That's weird. Oh well, I'll figure that out later. But Anya, yes, what a good girl. But going back to swimming, I don't get to swim nearly as much as I would like to, which is unfortunate because I used to swim a lot. Whenever it was summertime and we had our PE section and it was swimming, I was literally the first one to go swimming. I was literally the first one to like get ready and be ready to go in the pool. And I liked doing the advanced swimming because it was like, okay, let's see how you can do with like swimming on a timer and stuff like that, with like backstroke, butterfly, stuff like that. I wasn't really good at a lot of the different strokes aside from freestyle. So it was a little bit more difficult for me, but I still had a lot of fun. I still was able to like thrive and enjoy swimming. But with that being said, let's go on to the next slide. See, I told you, we're gonna get into my favorites. So, I'm gonna start off with the shortest one first, and then we'll make our way to the longest one. Yes, Anya, I know. You're gonna hear her for a little bit. Because she's now like, why are you talking and not playing with me? So, we're gonna first start off with movies, since it's the shortest one. So for movies, my favorite movies are Nope, Sinners, Spirited Away, all of the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies. And I will elaborate on this because I used to be irrationally scared of dinosaurs. And Anya. Anya, please stop. I love you too. I need you to stop. Come here. I'll hold you. Hey. I'll hold you. If I hold you, will you stop? Will that be enough attention for you? Okay. I'm now holding her. So I'm gonna have to pet her while I'm going over all of this. And maybe she'll be content with that. But where was I? All the Jurassic World and Park movies. So the reason why I like them now is because when I was younger, I used to have an irrational fear of dinosaurs. And that's because of the dinosaur movie from Disney. The really, really bad CGI one. I got scared of that one. And I had a very bad irrational fear of dinosaurs up until like sometime in high school. And then there was a time where my dad was staying with me and my mom. And he had this on like he had the TV on this movie channel, and it just kept playing like all of the Jurassic Park movies. So I ended up watching like the original Jurassic Park movies, and I ended up not being scared of them anymore just because of how much I ended up liking them, which is very funny. I think that raptor scene is so good. Like that was such a good scene. And the reason why I like all the Jurassic World movies, Jurassic World 1 and 2 were probably the best out of the rest of them. Everything else was kind of bad, but I enjoy bad movies. So watching those were very fun to enjoy because they were bad. So I just had a good time watching all of those. And I went to see the last one in theaters, actually. It wasn't good. The last Jurassic World movie was not good, but I had fun watching it. I had fun experiencing it. A very, very fun time. But moving on from that, I also like Belle. Scary Movie 2. The reason why I like Scary Movie 2 is because it's campy, and I watched it on my middle school trip. And so that's the reason why I like that one. It's campy enough to where it's not scary. Pokemon Jirachi Wishmaker and Pokemon Ranger and the Temple of the Sea. Those are my favorite movies. Next, we're gonna go on to games. Games is the next shortest one. So, I'm gonna first preface this. While I enjoy the Kingdom Hearts series as a whole, these are my favorite Kingdom Hearts games overall. So, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance and 358 by 2 Days. League of Legends, unfortunately, is a favorite game. I know I will not be getting well soon, unfortunately. That is in my blood like water. So, League of Legends is going to be there for a bit. Well, it's probably going to be there till I die. I'm committed to this game too much, unfortunately. Uma Musume, which became a very recent favorite. I really enjoy the idol aspect and the horse racing aspect of it all, so it's been really fun getting into Uma Musume. I do need to actually watch the anime. I've started it with a friend, but we haven't been able to continue it just because we've both been busy. So I'm probably gonna bug him at some point and be like, hey, I wanna watch more. Everybody likes horse idols. Yes, they're so cute. Like, my favorite is Meisho Dodo. She's my favorite. But it's like, okay, what it's about is basically, it's literally just horse racing, but the horse racers are horse girls, and they're all racing to like win. And then after they race, they perform, there's like a performance, and like the top 5 are like the main stage the main like leads for like the stage, and number 1 is like the center of like the stage. And it's fun because it's like they all get to sing and dance and stuff like that. And you have to remember that, like, okay, on top of like being in peak performance for racing and everything, they have to also memorize songs, memorize choreography. And it's just like, oh damn, they're like working super duper hard. And it's really, really cool. It's really cool, and I like it a lot. Because generally, I do like idol anime, but I think Uma Musume just has such a like appeal to it with the racehorsing aspect in general. Because they're also based off of real racehorses. They are all based off of real racehorses. Even the NPCs, they're based off of real racehorses. Okay, Anya, are you gonna chill out? You were chilling for a bit. Are you gonna chill out? You want me to keep petting you? Because you're purring. But your tail is wagging. Wait, that's so cool, right? It's super cool. I love it a lot. It's so, so cool. So it became a very recent favorite of mine, and I enjoy it a lot. Next, Eve, the original and the remake. Danganronpa, every game except for Despair Girls. This is not including fan games. Fan games are their own tier. I haven't played any of the fan games, actually. One Shot, Pokemon Emerald, Sun and Moon, and Pokemon Ranger. Cave Story, Mustache, Dead by Daylight, Dragon's Nest. Give me a second because I wanna do this. The critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with free trial up to level 80, including the expansions Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, and Shadowbringers. Persona 5, Royal in particular, and Dramatical Murder. These are a lot of my favorite games. Listen, when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV, I have to do that because it's in the blood. I've been playing this game since the expansion, since Stormblood, actually. I started playing when there was like the end of patches for Stormblood, and they started the Ivalice raids. And God, it's such a fun game. I genuinely enjoy it so much. While I don't think that I'll be streaming it very often unless I decide to like commit to a new character and playing alongside with people, I think I'll just be playing off stream just because it's a game that I enjoy, but it's also like if I want to experience it, or at least I want that experience to be had with people, it would have to be like from the beginning. At least that's what I feel like personally. Or at least like the start of an expansion. Like if I were to play it on stream, it would have to be like, oh, I'm starting at the beginning of Dawn Trail. So that way everyone would be like, okay, spoiler warning for everything that's happening in this. But that's just me. That's how I feel personally. I like Persona 5 Royal more than Persona 5 just because I like Kasumi. I saw Kasumi and I was just like, her right there. And I played Persona 5 Royal before I even looked at Persona 5, which is very funny. So, Persona 5 Royal is up there very specifically because of Kasumi. So I like her. Next, we're gonna go on to songwriters and artists. Hayley Williams and Paramore. Hayley Williams' recent album, Fucks. I like that. Her recent album is really, really good. I enjoy it a lot. Panic at the Disco, before their last album. I think Death of a Bachelor was their best last album, and that's the last album that I will acknowledge. I do think some of the songs on Roaring 90s, I think that's the album name? No. It's Pray for the Wicked. I think some of the songs on the Pray for the Wicked album is good, but it loses a lot of what made Panic at the Disco them. And so I'm like, it's not bad, but it's not great. But there are some songs that are better than others. Next, Hollywood Undead. A little bit of a guilty pleasure. I'm not gonna lie, I've liked them since I was a teenager. So sometimes I go back and listen to their songs and I'm just like, oh, I probably should not have been listening to this as a teenager. I probably should have been listening to much better things. Not Hollywood Undead, for sure. Kendrick Lamar, Natori, Hachi / Kenshi Yonezu. Our favorite English voice cover artist, and also who's having her own original song come out at the end of this week on this Sunday, Splendifereci. Juby Phonic, who also just did a new Rolling Girl cover, because they are both putting out great things currently. Also, listen to Reichi's spoken for cover. That cover is banger. I genuinely has been streaming it for like the last couple of days. It's so good. Her spoken for cover is so good. I like Cupcake. Cupcake is pretty good. I have listened to some of her stuff. She's not one of my favorites, but I do like some of her stuff. Nechi, Ado, Rika from Hollow Stars, Rip and Rest, he graduated recently. If you've heard some of the League of Legends fan songs, or at least collaborator songs, Falcon Shield, Utada Hikaru, Eve, Deko Nina, Soken from Final Fantasy, Wawaka, Jamie Page, Flavor Foley, Sani Ichiki, and there's probably more. So those are a lot of the artists that I like. There are a lot more that I could probably list, but these are the ones that I kind of like circle back to very often, which is very, very funny. Ghost Rule. Yeah! Okay, listen. Reichi's Ghost Rule cover is also really good. Her Ghost Rule cover is really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. But I definitely love... I think her spoken for cover recently is probably the best one she has put out. She worked really, really hard on that, and it shows. The entire team did like an amazing job on the spoken for cover. So definitely, if you haven't heard it, if you do like Reichi, please listen to her cover. Why is it not saying it like Reichi? Okay. Thanks, speech to text. Next, actually not next. Last but not least, anime and manga. Let's go through this list. All of these I have also watched at least one time recently within the last 3 years. So, Ouran High School Host Club, number 6, Madoka Magica, Windbreaker, You and I Are Polar Opposites, Journal with Witch, Soul Eater, Hell's Paradise, Naruto, Princess Jellyfish, Banana Fish, Kill la Kill, Eureka 7, Zankyo no Terror, Haikyuu, Yuri on Ice, Rip and Rest Yuri on Ice, we will never be getting your second season, Sailor Moon, Kyoka no Kaneda or Beyond the Boundary, Demon Slayer, Assassination Classroom, Fire Force, funnily enough, Oshi no Ko. Listen, I know. I'm also devastated. We are never getting that movie or second season. It sucks. But yes, Beyond the Boundary was also really good. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, which is a very recent favorite too. Hoseki no Kuni, Komi-san Can't Communicate, Tamon's B-Side, Yakuza Fiance, Honey Lemon Soda, Psychopaths. I also forgot one, Mob Psycho. I should have put Mob Psycho on here. I forgot to put Mob Psycho on here. But many, many more are also on this list. But these are just a snippet. This is just a fraction of my power of all the anime that I've watched that I enjoy. There is so much that I like that I think if I listed every single anime that I've liked that I've watched, I think it would actually cover about 3 of these rows. It's a lot. I've watched a lot. Haikyuu, so I used to be in the trenches with Haikyuu. I remember when the anime was caught up and I was reading that manga for so long. Erased? Yes, Erased. I almost forgot about Erased too. I also love Erased. I remember watching that too. Everything. Hi, Ellie. Listen. All the Danganronpa games besides the fan games are good except for Despair Girls. I'm not touching that thing with a 10-foot pole. I've watched Jay from Cub Scouts play it. I'm not playing that game. I am not playing that game. I'm not touching it. Yes, I was literally just shilling Reichi's Spoken For cover too. And Juby's Rolling Girl cover that recently came out too. Because they're both hardworking ladies, and I think that people should listen to them more. Right? It's so good. They work so hard. Juby and Reichi, my beloved. I love them both so much. But yes, these are all of my current favorite stuff. I hope YouTube is treating me well so far. It is! I enjoy it. OBS is not treating me well, but we'll talk about that later, teehee. But everything else should be fine, I think. But next, we're gonna go on to our next slide. Upcoming content! Oh, I forgot that I had this on my screen! Look at my little Fugi. This is me yapping if you even care, by the way. That's me. Me talking to you guys, if you even care. But upcoming content that I have, right? It's so cute. You care? I'm so glad that you care. I'm so glad that people care me talking. We care. Oh, I'm so happy. But okay, stuff that you can expect. Getting ready with me chats. These are probably going to mainly be on IRIAM, just because I don't have to do a lot of setup and I can just do it on my phone. But it'll basically just be me like either getting ready for bed or getting ready for work, and we're just kind of chatting, sort of like how you would FaceTime a friend, except it's not a FaceTime. You guys are just listening to me while I'm like doing my skincare, doing my hair, making sure I have my clothes ready for work and everything before I change into them and stuff like that. Probably won't be very long streams when these are happening, unless it's like me getting ready for bed, because then it's like, okay, we can chat for a bit longer. Me getting ready for work is like, okay, I have to wake up early so I can have everything ready and then get ready to go. Hi, Anya. Anya is very chatty right now. Next, scrapbooking and journaling. Like I was saying with the stationery, I need to use it more. So we are going to be scrapbooking and journaling more. We are going to be using it for when I am studying languages. They are going to get used one way or another. Ideally, if I could, I might try doing scrapbooking hand cams, because I think that would be fine. Fine? I think that would be fun. I think that would be very enjoyable to just be like, okay, this is what I'm going to be doing with my journal, and this is what I'm going to be making it look like, this is what I'm going to be filling it with, and then people just do it alongside, so it's kind of like, oh, we're like scrapbooking together, you know? And it'll be fun. It'll be super fun, and it'll be super crafty, and I think people will like it. I think it would be a very fun time. Gaming, as I had said at the beginning, I am a gamer through and through. Am I a good gamer? No. Am I still going to be gaming? Yes. So, but these games are probably going to be more along the lines of visual novels, just because... Anya! She does not like the fact that I am not a great gamer. She has said, you need to get better at gaming. You see, she's telling me to get good. She wants me to get good at gaming. She says I need to become the next Kingsman in Marvel Rivals. But gaming will primarily be visual novels, just because I feel like that will be something that I would enjoy more, because it causes me to read more and to pay attention to the words that I'm saying, and also make sure that you guys are keeping up with what I'm doing, rather than just kind of focusing on like quiet gameplay. Like, I think some games that I'd be interested in playing on stream would be stuff like oh my god, I just completely blanked. Maybe Dead by Daylight, but also that takes a lot of focus, so maybe not. Hollow Knight. Okay, Hollow Knight, or the sequel to it. I forgot the name of it. I completely forgot the name of it. It is out of my head, like marbles spilling onto a floor. That's crazy. Maybe Marvel Rivals? I would probably play with viewers or something of that sort, but we'll see. We'll figure it out as we go. I do have a couple of games that I am going to be playing this week. I'll actually have to pull it up because I'm going to be playing these tomorrow and Sunday, so I do have to pull them up. Karaoke! I talked about this a little bit earlier because I like singing, but we will be doing karaoke. They will be unarchived. I think 90% of them are going to be unarchived, but it will be a lot more fun to do them here and then to unarchive them and then rebroadcast them, so that way if you guys miss them, then you get a chance to rewatch it. Or if you watched it and you just want to hear it again without me having to sing it again, then I could just play it again for you guys. So we'll be doing that. Definitely be doing that. Reading light novels. I want to read more light novels. I don't read enough. I do not read nearly enough, hence why I will be playing visual novels. So we will be reading light novels. This is also something that will be primarily on IRIAM because of primarily copyright stuff. But I will be reading more light novels. It will be... I actually have a stream planned for me to read the light novel for number 6 on IRIAM, so you guys will be having to deal with that. You guys will have to suffer through that. I'm sorry, except I'm not. Yo, 1 second. I had an Amazon delivery. I completely forgot that I ordered stuff from Amazon. So, I'll be getting that from the door in a little bit, but I thought my stuff was coming in tomorrow. I thought it was coming in tomorrow. Well, it's fine. I let them in, so... Sorry for the jump scare, by the way. But, what was I saying? Oh, you guys are going to have to suffer through listening to me read number 6 to you guys. This is not an option. This is required reading. Required reading and required listening. So you guys will have fun with this. Hopefully, if I could get the chance, I would probably want to read Liao on IRIAM 2. But we'll see how that goes. When we get there, when we get to that bridge, we'll cross there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Potato, potato. You know what I mean. What is your fandom name? I currently do not have one yet. I actually do want to work with my community to make one. I'm not too sure just yet. And I don't have any ideas. I've been trying to think of them ever since I debuted literally 2 days ago. But it's hard for me to come up with one. I don't know what I want to call my fans. Like, I've been thinking, but it's hard. So I'll probably draft up a couple if I can, but I do want to like involve a bunch of people in like choosing our fan name, because I think that would be fun. It makes it more of a community thing rather than like, oh, this is what you guys are now deemed as, which I don't mind. It's fine if it's like I want to be like, oh, okay, this is what you guys are, and you guys are like, okay, but I think it's more interactive and more community driven to have your community help you choose what they want to be. It makes it more personal, you know? And I think it makes it a little bit more sentimental. But I think that's just me being a little bit sappy. Yeah. Also, give me 1 second. I need to drink water. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so I'll figure that out soon. Lag on chat is so bad. No, it's okay. There is a delay. I tried to make it so that way I could respond quickly. But YouTube has never been my main platform for streaming, so it's a little bit more difficult. So I have to work out some kinks in it. I'll get better at it as I go. Unfortunately, I am not perfect 110% of the time, even though I want to be, but I will accept that, and I will get better and better and better and better every time. So, there is no issue here. But after light novels, I am going to be doing cover songs. I did talk about this a little bit earlier when I was talking about singing. I do plan on doing cover songs. I actually do have one, Ooh, excuse me. No, it's not you. You're perfect. It's just YouTube. Listen. It is also the settings that I have with YouTube. So, even if I am perfect, YouTube is also not perfect. And then that means I'm not perfect because YouTube is not being perfect for me. But it's fine. It's no issue, honestly. I'm also really used to the instant IRIAM chat, so it is a little bit delayed for me. So I have to get used to being like, oh, okay, gotta make sure to look back and respond because it's not instantaneous anymore. But I do plan on doing cover songs. I do have one lined up really, really soon. So I will have an announcement for that pretty soon. And I'm very, very excited. I think you guys are going to enjoy this cover. I'm actually working on the vocals, the MV, maybe the mixing myself. Maybe. We'll see. It depends on what and if I have the time. So I'm very, very excited to show it to you guys, especially because the art is really, really cool. I'm very, very excited. And then after that, I'm gonna start planning out my next one. That means I'm gonna have to commission more art. I know that covers don't really make money, but I just enjoy doing them. I enjoy having the chance to do them and to sing and share my vision with you guys. Ideally, I would like to learn how to draw better so that way my vision can be like one-to-one, but I am working with what I have and I can't draw, so I'm good with giving everyone my mood boards and screenshots and being like, this is what I want this to look like. So we will be doing that. Next, roleplay scenarios, question mark. This is more so also with like, not skits, but like scripts. This is also primarily going to be on IRIAM. I do want to get more into the habit of reading out scripts, which is also why I want to get into the habit of reading out stuff more in general, because this also gives a sense of just like voice acting, which would be fun. I think it would be fun to like voice a script on IRIAM and then see how the chat feels about it. Or if it's an interactive script, it could be like, okay, what if I get this answer? Sort of, you know, sort of like active DMing, but like not in like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of way, but it's like a choose your own adventure kind of way. And I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun, right? I think people would enjoy it, and I don't see it happen very often. Or at least I haven't seen it happen very often. I think I've only seen one streamer do it, and I've seen in their streams. I like their streams a lot, so I kind of want to add to that. I think that would be a nice thing to have under my belt to kind of like get familiar with doing. And if it doesn't stick, then you know, at least I tried it. So we can at least say that we gave it a shot, you know? And hey, maybe it might be something that's like membership content, or just something that I post as videos on YouTube or on Patreon, but for free. We'll see. We'll see where that leads us. Next, MMORPGs. This goes back to me playing Final Fantasy XIV on stream. So if I do decide to, it would be from the beginning again, just because I want to re-experience the entire thing. And as much as I love playing Final Fantasy XIV, there are other MMORPGs that I would like to play. Like, I have Dragon's Nest as one of my favorite ones. I haven't played it in a very long time. You have to say the full name. Final Fantasy XIV, yes. I have to always say the full name. So the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, free up to level 80 with the expansions Heaven's Word, Stormblood, and Shadowbringers. There we go. The full thing. But I am considering playing it on stream, but it would have to be from the beginning. But if not that, then maybe Dragon's Nest, or there was another MMO that I played before, but Blade and Soul. I think Blade and Soul will also be fun to play. I haven't played it in a while. It's still up, right? It hasn't been end of service yet, right? I think so. I'll have to check. I would have to be really, 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 really convinced, but no, I'm not even gonna say it, because I feel like people would be like, oh, you're gonna like it a lot and stuff like that, and I'm just gonna be like, this kinda sucks. So I'm not gonna say it out loud. Outdoor streams. This is also going to be primarily on IRIAM, but we are going to touch grass together. We are going to go to a park and we're going to touch grass. We're gonna have like a picnic together and just chat while we're outside. I have a specific microphone for this too. I'm not sure how it's gonna be when it comes to wind and outside noises, but this is something that we can do and something that I will make happen. You're going to touch grass together. God, I would love to actually just like go like to a little theme park and stuff, but that would be really loud on your guys' end, and I feel like that wouldn't be great. But it's like, I want to just do small things, like maybe, God, if we could go to a museum together, that would be fun, but I wouldn't be able to talk as much. But I want to just go outside and touch grass, do like calm things. We could go to the boardwalk maybe. Oh my God, that might be fun. We can go to like the boardwalk. You guys could hear the ocean. You could hear all the tourists that are like walking around and stuff, and then I could just keep talking to my phone and we would have a good time. That would be fun. I think that would be a fun time, because I don't get to go to the boardwalk. Wait, I could go on a Ferris wheel. There's a Ferris wheel here. I could go on a Ferris wheel. But that's kind of like a date, so maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that might be reserved for special streams. Because going on a Ferris wheel, like with only like one person, it does feel more like a date. But with friends, it's different. Platonic yeah, we could probably do platonic Ferris wheel, because it's not just me and one person. It'd be me and like 5 different people. So it's like going with a bunch of friends and cramming into one like little Ferris wheel thing. That would be fun. That would definitely be fun. Next, skits and short covers. I do plan on taking advantage of the algorithm, so that means making scripted skits, doing short covers. I have a list of stuff. I am ready to do them. It is just a matter of me recording them. It is also a matter of me getting my short covers mixed, because I'm scared to send my vocals to many people. But it will be done. I will get over this fear, because I do want to branch out. As much as I am happy having a very small audience on my YouTube and also on IRIAM, I do want to branch out to more places. I do want more people to see me. But I will start small because I do enjoy having just a couple of people to talk to. But I do want to at least branch out. I want to at least do my best effort so that way people can see, oh, maybe this guy that like talks all the damn time is kind of funny. Maybe he does sing pretty well. Maybe. We'll see. We'll figure out some stuff. But those are definitely in the works. I do have a lot of stuff listed out that I just need to record. This also goes with occasional short stories, because there are a lot of things that happen in my life that I realize a lot of people are kind of baffled to hear. So I think it would be fun to just kind of tell some of those stories without giving a lot of information that people shouldn't know, and just being like, oh, well, that's an interesting story. Like, there was a time where I nearly got hit by a car, but I like jumped over the hood of the car. And that would be a fun story because that happened when I was leaving church as a kid and going over to my mom's car. And it's like, that's not stuff that you would hear all the time. It's just like, oh, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I literally just like jumped over the hood of the car and just kept walking. See? Yeah, it's like, oh. Because I was getting ice cream. And I was going back to my mom's car, and this car didn't see that I was walking. Obviously, I was like short, but it's like the car didn't see that I was walking. But when he did see that I was walking, he stopped, but he was still kind of moving. It was like a rolling stop. And so I just kind of like hopped over the hood of the car and kept going. Like, it didn't like hit my knee or anything like that. I literally just kind of like hopped. And then just went back to my mom's car. My mom was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Listen, even as a kid, sweet tooth was really bad, but it was more limited because my mom wouldn't let me have sweets as often. The things I do for sweets, innumerable. I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of things that I do for sweets. All right, next, what we have. Goals! So these are specifically IRIAM goals. So these aren't completely finished just because I was adjusting them and I was like, oh, I forgot to change something. But place in top 10 of fan badges for a minimum of 2 months consecutively. So fan badges are basically what the viewers can earn by sitting in your stream, chatting, giving points, and just like enjoying the time that you do for those who aren't on IRIAM. And I want to at least be in the top 10, if not top 5. But top 10 is me giving myself leniency. If I wanted to be gung-ho, I would be like, I want to be in top 3 and be like, I want all the fan badges. I want to be in top 3 each month for the rest of the year. But I don't think that I can at least say that right now. Maybe after the next couple of weeks, I might be like, okay, I changed my mind. I want all these fan badges. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. The second point is the one that I did not finish. But place in top 10 of points at a minimum of 2 months consecutively as well. So fan badges, points, very similar. Points are what the viewers give you when they're like sending emojis and stuff like that. So, well, not emojis, but like the little stickers. So like all the little stickers that you see when the viewers are spamming them and stuff like that. I want to get in top 10 for those. Need to lock in on my fan badge. I believe in you. You can do it, Mimi. You're gonna get #1 fan badge. I believe in you. And then next, have off collabs with both Razz / IRIAM, Ian, and JP livers. So there are a bunch of Razz livers in JP, IRIAM livers, Ian, and JP that I have been talking to, and I'm like, I think they're cool. And while it may not necessarily be them, I just want to get to know more of the people that are streaming on IRIAM and just get a chance to like hang out with them. Like maybe if they're like at a con, maybe we could have an impromptu off collab and be like, hi, we're like hanging out and chatting, and we can like chat for 30 minutes and stuff. And people would be like, oh my god, they got to meet up. That's so cool. Excuse me. I think that would be fun. And I think it would just be nice to like be able to do off collabs with people. I don't think I've done an off collab before. So I think it would just be fun to do that with people, because it's like, oh my gosh, you're real, I'm real, we're both hanging out and talking to our chats and they're real. It's a fun time. And plus you could be like, oh my god, this is how we like met up, this is how we like found each other and stuff like that. And it's just a fun story time, you know? Are you going to Off-Kai? Yes, I am. I am going to Off-Kai. You may see me there. You may not. Well, you will see me there because I'm going to be there. But you're not going to know who I am. You'll probably hear me before you see me, personally. Surprisingly enough, I talk very loud. Like, I don't think this is very loud, but I talk very, very loud. Ooh, enjoy. Wish I could go, but yeah. Maybe next year, or maybe another convention, or maybe we can even hang out one day. No worries. But I will be having fun for everyone that cannot go. I promise. Anya, stop. Cut it out. Sit down, please. Okay. Next. Reach 5,000 followers on IRIAM. This is kind of a stretch because the most that I've seen someone have for followers on IRIAM is Anya, my fave streamer. Yes, she's the streamer here. I'm just her lackey. I'm just doing her double work. She's the best streamer here. She's so busy. She's got so many important things to do, and here I am bothering her, telling her to stop doing what she's doing. I'm just here for the ride, exactly. I'm just riding off of her coattails. She's the most perfect streamer to ever exist. Oh, she's playing with something that I've actually never seen her play with, which is fine. But, IRIAM, I want to reach 5,000 followers. I think the most followers that I've seen someone have has been up to 1,000. So I want to break that. I want to go above and beyond 1,000. I want 5,000 followers. I want 5,000 boyfriends. So, not actual 5,000 boyfriends. I just want 5,000 followers. But 5,000 boyfriends wouldn't be bad. I think that would be fun. They would all love me. So that would be fun. But I want 5,000 followers because I've only seen the most people get is up to 1,000. So oh shit. I forgot that I had a timer. Not a timer, an alarm. But yes, I want all of them. I want all of the followers. I want 5,000 followers. So I'm gonna work hard to get more people to view me and follow me and stuff. That's also one of the reasons why I want to stream on YouTube, is to also bring my audience here over there, because it's like, if my audience likes more personal talks and more instantaneous talks, then I think IRIAM would be good for them. Of course, it does have the not being able to lurk feature, which I feel like does discourage a lot of people, because I understand people want to lurk. They don't really want to talk a lot. They just kind of want to be there along for the ride, and then if they feel like they could chime in, they can. So I do understand why it discourages people. Yes? You want me to pick you up again? I'm picking you up. Hey! So I understand why some people are discouraged from it, but I do think that it would give more of a personal touch. It's sort of like how memberships are. It gives more of a personal vibe. So I definitely would want to have that option for my viewers, for them to have a more instantaneous and personal chat with me if they enjoy that, because then it's just like, okay, it's just like a just chatting stream, except you're literally responding in real time. There's no delay or anything. So that's something that that's one of the reasons why I want to bring more people over from my YouTube streams over to IRIAM. But also, that's sort of why I'm doing both platforms, because then it's like, okay, the people that like my IRIAM streams, what if they want to see some gameplay? Or what if they want things to be a little bit more delayed, but also easier to lurk? Having them brought over to YouTube make things a little bit easier too. You're making me rethink my strat. Listen, sometimes you gotta think about it. You gotta be like, okay, how do I want my lurkers to feel? How do I want my active chatters to feel? I just want everyone to be able to enjoy my content in some way. And if there's ways for them to enjoy it, then I want that to be accessible to them. So I want to make it so that way people can be like, okay, this is when I like Suren streaming, or this is what I like Suren streaming. So it makes things more accessible to them, so that way they can be like, okay, this is when I want to tune in, and that way they actually enjoy their stay. Okay, Anya, you gotta go. You're drooling on me. Ew. Drooly cat. And then last but not least, for the June Rookie Cup, I want to place it in the top 3. So the Rookie Cup is basically for all of the new streamers that have debuted within a certain time frame. It is a event for them to go and do their best, earn points, and they'll get an interview afterwards. So I want to try and get to top 3 of the Rookie Cup for June. I don't know when it is starting, but I will be making a point chart for people to consider giving their points to me for the Rookie Cup. So that is something that I'm going to be aiming towards. I'm going to be gung-ho for it. There's also another event that I want to do, but we will see how that goes. But these are my IRIAM goals. The main thing is for IRIAM goals. Next, my overall goals. These are very, very lofty, by the way. Just so you're aware, these are very, very lofty. These were me being like, I'm going to be the best person in the world ever, and these are the things that I'm going to do. Which, honestly, I should be thinking that way, always, but very lofty goals, just so you guys don't think I'm insane. I do know that these are very lofty, but I'd rather shoot for the stars than to not do anything at all. So next, be one of the first EN VTubers on the first take for overall goals. Obviously, well, not obviously, that may not happen for me. That may not happen, but I still want to aim for it because I feel like that would just be a very fun thing. We saw Suise on the first take twice, I'm pretty sure. She's the first VTuber in the world to be on there. So what's saying that an English VTuber can't make it on there? What's saying that it might not be me? Right? I might as well give it a shot. I might as well work towards it. What's the worst that could happen? Well, no, I'm out. let me not jinx myself. Never mind. We're not gonna think about the worst that could happen. We will not think about that. Next, create an original album that makes it to the NA charts. I really do want to work on original songs. I want to work on songs that make it into mainstream media more often than not. So that means looking at just how I want to go about making music, how I want to put my music into a mainstream space. I think about it in the sense of how BB No Money got very, very popular, which is kind of crazy because I legitimately had not heard of him until he did his collab song with Iron Mouse, and then when I was using TikTok at the time, I was like, oh wait, he's everywhere actually. And I was like, oh, he's literally in mainstream media, music everywhere, because he's trending with TikTok songs. He's trending with a lot of stuff. And I was like, oh snap, that's crazy. He even had a concert in my city, and I was like, what? I wanted to go and see him, but I couldn't because I didn't have money at the time. But I was like, what? That's crazy. So being able to create an original album that makes it onto NA charts definitely is something that I'm aiming for as well. Well, it is going to be a little bit difficult because creating music in the first place is more difficult, at least for me, when it comes to lyrics. I'll figure something out. I will be working with people to figure stuff out. We'll get there. I want to have an original song be played on the radio. I miss songs being played on the radio. I don't get to listen to the radio as often, but I miss hearing songs on the radio. I used to know so many songs that would play on the radio when I was in my mom's car. So I want to be on the radio. I want my song to be on the radio to the point that people will know this song by heart, word for word, and they're like, oh my god, I've heard this song at least 4 times today. That's what I want I want an original song on the radio like that. I think it would be fun. I think it would be cool. Visit Japan and say hello to Razz JP Livers. This goes with my off collapse IRIAM goal, but I also just want to go to Japan and meet some of the Razz JP Livers. There's a lot of them on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, I followed some of them and they followed me back, but because of the language barrier, it's like we don't really get to chat, and it's hard for me to reach out when there is a big gap in being able to communicate effectively. So that's also one of the reasons why I'm trying to learn Japanese more. I want to be able to communicate effectively and be like, hi, I think it would be fun if we got to chat, and then see if we like actually get to like know each other and be like friends. I think that is important. So that's one of the reasons why I'm like working very hard on communicating properly, and in English in the first place, but also learning how to communicate properly in Japanese. And in vain with that, welcome in JP viewers and be able to communicate with them properly in my streams. I want to welcome in JP viewers and be able to talk to them. I want them to come in and be like, oh, that's cool, an Ian liver, and then I can like communicate to them whenever they're having a hard time communicating effectively in a language that's not their native language, or something that they're like, oh, I don't feel like I can communicate this properly. I want to be able to communicate with them in their native tongue and be like, hey, yes, we can still talk. And I want to welcome them in because I want them to feel welcome. It's hard to feel welcome in a space where it is a language that you don't entirely understand. And I think the efforts that both chat and the streamer make to make people feel welcome speaks very big volumes. So I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to create a space where people feel like they are welcomed in. So I want to do that. That is something I want to do. Entirely produce a cover song myself, meaning vocals, time, tune, mix, master, video, and hopefully art. So I want to become a jack of all trades in this sense. I want to be able to do this entire thing and be like, look, I made all of this. I made this entire thing. Look at me, I made this entire thing. And I want to be really proud of it. I want it to be a passion project that I'm extremely proud of. And that's also one of the reasons why I want to learn how to draw better. So that way it will just be an entirely fully self-made passion project to be like, this is the labor of this is all the labor that I have put into this. I want you to see it. And I think it would be fun to be like, I made this entire thing by my own hands. What's stopping me from doing anything else? What's stopping me from taking over? You know, I think that's why I want to do that. Release an original album to mainstream music and have it trending. Kind of goes back to my second point. Because if it's on mainstream media and it makes NA charts, then it will be trending. But I want to be able to do that. I want to do a lot of things music related, funnily enough. Anya. Yes, I know, you're the main focus of the stream. But can I keep talking? No? Am I not allowed to keep talking? Am I not allowed to? Okay, I'll keep talking. Perform any original songs I have made at a concert alongside other performers. I have very bad stage fright, but this is something that I want to do. This is something that I really, really, really want to do. I want to perform alongside other people, and I want to perform a song that I made alongside other people. I want to be able to stand on my own 2 feet and be like, I made this song, I want to sing it to you live, and I want to have fun doing it. Not necessarily as an idol, but more so as just a performer, because you don't necessarily need to be an idol to perform. Like, you can just be a musician and perform. And that's something that I kind of want to do. Like, I want to go about it in the sense of a musician performing, not an idol performing. And then last but not least, solo performance, something similar to Otto's Cage performance, but with 3D. I want to do a 3D performance. I think it would be cool if I did something similar to Otto's. I feel like that would have to be an in-person thing, because it's like she was in the cage and you couldn't see her at all, and it was just like a really cool performance with a live band. But I feel like I could do something similar to that in 3D, but it feels like it may have to be something that is in person, but we will figure that out. These are all works in progresses. I have the baseline thought, so I will be figuring it out eventually. It will be something that I will be learning. All right, next. My reference sheet. 1 second. We are gonna have to actually adjust this a little bit because I want you guys to see my reference sheet. I wanna zoom in. Wait, can I zoom in? I cannot. I cannot zoom in. Oh, wrong thing. No! Here we go. Yeah, I cannot zoom in, but this is my reference sheet. I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna make this so we can move it around a bit. Well, I actually just might cover myself for a second. Hello, don't mind me. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. So, my reference sheet. Oh, I should put it right here. We're gonna turn off this. Look at my reference sheet. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, so now you can see my entire outfit and how I look. So, I have 2 moles, which you can see very clearly here. I have a braid in my hair, and you can see my tail. You can't really see it because I'm not at my full body on screen, but look. And then I have orangish eyes, I have an orange ribbon, I have black boots. Also, the straps that are on my shoulders are not like overalls or anything. It is like an actual harness. It's just you can't see where it's like connected to everything else. And I'm wearing hakama pants, and I have a collared shirt. It's all really good. It's all really, really good. What a cutie, thank you. I think I'm very, very cute. And my mama is Sudo-san. Sudo656984422 on X, formerly known as Twitter. But yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Music. Oh, shit! Oh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. It stopped playing for a second. I did not mean for that to happen. I'm so sorry about that. Scared the heck out of me. I know, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for that. I didn't mean to jump scare you guys. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Let me bring it back down a bit. Probably like right here. There we go. I'm so sorry. That was so bad. I did not mean for that to happen. Alright, but that is my words. That is my reference sheet. Also, I adjusted this template myself. Like, there is an original template for this reference sheet, but I adjusted it to make it more fitting for people to see a lot of how I look. So I hope you guys like it. It also has the color palette too. I had to go in and color. Well, not really I had to go in and color pick, but I had to get the base colors that I had initially. So that was a fun time. Next. These are the people that made this happen. So, first is Sudo-san. Sudo-san is my model mama. Thank you for drawing me so well. You made my vision real, and I'm so grateful to have you as my mama. And I know they're not here, but I really am grateful that once they got like all of the information that they needed for my model, they worked really quickly. I was expected to have all of this ready a lot later, but they worked really, really quickly, and they responded really quickly with the team when it came to like anything that needed to be adjusted or anything that needed to be changed. And so I'm really glad that I got to work with them, and I hope that I can work with them again in the future. So, Sudo-san, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. I'm really, really happy. Next is the Razz staff. All of our management team and the team behind the management team. I'm really happy that I got to work with them. They did a wonderful job with communicating with everyone in our gen that debuted so far, and also the ones that will be debuting. They work really, really hard. They've also put up with my multiple questions and clarification requests and letting them know, hey, all of this is done. They've dealt with all of it, and I'm really glad that they have put up with me and they haven't felt annoyed with me, or at least they haven't expressed it. So I'm really grateful for them, and hopefully they don't mind me asking more questions in the future about stuff. Now that we've debuted, I still have a bunch of questions that I may ask about things. Awith actually created my watermark. I'm unsure if you can actually see it on the screen, but it should be there. It may not be there now, but probably just in the VOD. So, if anything, you should see it later. But they worked really quickly. I will say, all the artists that I worked with that were not in-house worked very, very quickly with a very short deadline, and were very, very kind about it. They were so nice, and I'm so glad that I got to work with all of these people. It made me so happy. They were so nice, they worked so well, and I'm so glad that they accepted my commissions too. Made me very, very happy. A lot of them enjoyed working on these commissions too, so I'm like absolutely thrilled. But Awith was the one who created my watermark on such a short notice, and they really captured what I wanted. Like, it was a skeb to say the least, but with my explanation, they really did capture what I wanted, so I'm really glad that I got to work with them. Next, Ponzu! Ponzu made my current icon that's on YouTube and all the other platforms that I have, as well as Discord, because I have a blinking version. It's a GIF. Yeah, my icon that is on X, Blue Sky, YouTube, and Discord. It is a blinking icon, and it is a GIF on Discord in particular. Anya, are you trying to be the star of the show again? Yes, I understand. Please stop. I know. But Ponzu also worked really quickly and delivered a great job too. So, Ponzu-san, arigatou gozaimasu. I know that they're following me on a couple of my platforms, but I don't know if they're here, but I hope that they are. I really do appreciate their work. Never forget when the artist formerly known as Twitter used to have animated icons / avatar. Yes, I miss when Twitter used to have animated icons and avatars. I miss it so bad. I miss it so bad. That was such an ideal time. It was so cool. Remember how you used to actually be able to like customize your Twitter too? Those were the days. Those were the days. We've lost so much customization on the internet nowadays. It makes me so sad. We need people to learn HTML coding all over again. Maybe that'll pop the AI bubble. Get the kids back into learning how to customize their own like pages with HTML coding. Get them back on MySpace, learning how to customize their pages that way. If you still see an account with animated icons, it's def pre-2013 when they stopped it. Oh my god. I mean, well, would it have to be the icon that they currently have, or would it have to be an icon that they uploaded? Because I might have an idea. I might have an idea that I might try to implement, and I think that would be so cool if I could implement it, but I probably can't. We'll see though. We will figure it out. Raichu Arts. Raichu Arts actually did my Fugi that you saw on the other page. I'm actually gonna go back to it. Raichu Arts did this Fugi, the icon they currently have. Damn, okay. Well, my plan will not work then. Tragic. If it was uploaded beforehand, that's when then, yeah. Okay. Well, it's okay. We just need Twitter to go back to the way that it used to be. That's super cute. Yeah! Raichu Arts did this icon, this Fugi for me. So if you ever see me in collabs, this will be my Fugi. If I don't want to use my model here, I will be using this. Because look, it's cute and it talks. It's so cute. They were an absolute sweetheart working with me and stuff like that. I loved chatting with them the brief moment that I did when we were going over this commission. They were so sweet. Absolute sweetheart, wonderful art, wonderful person. I'm so happy I got to work with them. And then last, oh damn it, it's Nina, Nina the Trash Bin. She is the one that actually made my banner that's on Twitter, but also it is the art that I'm using on my starting soon screen. I'm actually gonna switch over to my starting soon. She made this art. Nina made this art, which I really, really enjoy. Like, I gave her a little bit of leniency with what she wanted to do for the background, just because I didn't want to make it too complicated. So she did some extra things aside from what I had asked, but she did a great job on it. I love how she rendered the hair, and it's just really, really cute. You can't see the full thing of it, and I don't want to move it just because I would have to reset everything on it, but she did this one, and it was really, really last minute. But she was very communicative too, because she even had some personal things go on, and she was like, hey, I should still be able to get it on time, but let me know but I'll let you know if anything comes up. Very, very nice, right? Right! She did such a good job. I love it. I genuinely think I might ask her for another banner. I cried so nice. Yeah, it's so nice. It's very, very nice. I enjoy it. So I'm very excited for it. So that is everyone, I think. Yeah, and that is the end of all of my slides. I don't have anything else really, but yes. So I'm glad that you guys got to, wow, oh wow. It's almost been 2 hours, holy shit. Sorry, I'm surprised I've been talking this long. But yeah, this was all that happened during my debut on Wednesday. This is basically everything that I went over, and I really enjoyed it. I'm glad that I got to do this here too, because I'll be able to eventually go over it with a couple of things. But yeah, I wanted to give more of a visual, because on IRIAM, there's no visuals aside from me. So that's why I think this one was definitely necessary. Because you got to see everything. You got to see the arts, you got to see me, you got to actually see the goals that I had, like, written out and everything. And if I need to change them, I can always change them, and I can mark things off. But it's cool. It's really, really cool. So I'm glad that you guys stayed. I'm glad that you guys came by. I definitely, is there anything that I would like to do? Wait, let me do this. Just because I don't want to accidentally dox myself. Aside from that, I don't think that there's anything else that I would probably want to do. Unless you guys... I mean, I do have a couple of marshmallows left that I could go over. But that's really up to you guys. But I don't think so. Honestly, I think I'm good here. Oh, you also get to see the background. Oh, wait, I forgot. There are a couple other people I gotta thank. So, they're not on the PowerPoint, but I will be putting credit to them in this VOD. First, it is, let me actually pull it up real quick. It is Rahuda. Rahuda Music on Twitter and VGen. I'm using some of their free music. And that is also with the starting soon screen as well. I'm using some of their free music. So definitely check them out. Their music is actually very nice. They have a big free portfolio of music, and they also do commissions. So they're pretty goated. I was like looking for stuff that wasn't too calm, but still had at least a little bit of an upbeat beat to it, and I found Rahura's music. So I was like, ooh, awesome. And then for the background, one moment actually, because I have their information saved. The background I have is from Morphia. It's one of their pay-to-use backgrounds. Morphia is a really, really great background artist and I like want to commission them one day, but it is expensive, so I couldn't do that. So I'm currently using one of their pay-to-use backgrounds, and it's so pretty. Like, genuinely, I enjoy it a lot. Also, when I get the chance, I'm gonna make this speech to text transparent, because I hate this black block. Because I wanna, here, I'll do this actually. Because there's also a desk here. Like, see? They made this desk. They made this desk. So I'm glad that I got to use a lot of their stuff and that it was available to use. So I just want to say thank you to them, and then I'll be putting the proper credits in the VOD below and adjusting other information to make sure that they're properly credited. But I think with that, I am going to end. I don't think there's anyone for me to raid into, or at least I don't. Actually, I don't know how to raid. Yeah, I don't know how to raid on YouTube. Never mind. I guess we're not raiding anyone. I was gonna look for someone to raid, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know how. I'm sorry. I'll get more better at YouTube eventually. But I want to say thank you guys for stopping by. I'm glad that you guys got to come and like listen to me yap for about 2 hours about everything about me. And next stream, well, maybe not next stream, but next chatting stream that I have on YouTube will actually no, next chatting IRIAM stream, which will probably be on Monday. We'll probably come up with a fan name for the community, because I want to come up with something soon. I don't want to sit on it too long. So I'll probably come up with something pretty soon for you guys, or I'll at least chat with some people and be like, hey, what can we do? What's the fan name we want to have? So we'll be doing that soon. We loved it. Thank you. I'm glad that you loved it. I'm glad that you guys stopped by. Love you, Suren. Love you too. So thank you guys for stopping by. I hope that you guys have a good rest of your day, evening, morning, or night. And I will see you guys on the next... Oh, wait. Actually, before we go, I should actually talk about my schedule. That's the last thing I should do. We'll do that. Let me do my schedule. Wait, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. We're gonna do my schedule. We're gonna do my schedule. hold up. I'm gonna talk about my schedule because I have 2 streams for you guys. 2 streams coming up. One moment. Thank you guys for waiting. Is this it? Yes. Okay. Oh, that's big. That's big. Uh-oh. Well, that's fine. So, schedule. This is pretty much everything so far. But tomorrow, we have a morning IRIAM stream at 10. It'll be a Japanese studying stream. So we will be studying Japanese in the morning, and then later that afternoon, we'll be doing Boyhood's End, which will be a game. And then the waiting room is already up on YouTube. And then Sunday, IRIAM morning stream, again at 10. We'll be talking about anime, because I watched a lot of anime, and I want to talk about stuff that I've kind of caught up to, and some stuff that I want to watch. So we'll be talking about that. And then in the afternoon, we'll be playing Papers, Please. So that'll be a fun time too. So I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are excited for the games, excited for the chats. And then I should have Monday's schedule up, next week's schedule up by Monday in the morning. I'll make sure to schedule it out so that way you guys are at least prepared for it. But there may be some changes. I do know that there were some people trying to plan a collab. I don't know if we got the date down or not, but we'll figure it out. Going to Artska. I've never played Papers, Please, so I'm kind of excited to, because I've seen a bunch of people play it, and it seems really fun. So I'm gonna give it a shot myself. So I'm excited. Okay, now you guys can go. Now I'm no longer holding you guys hostage. You can go now. Alright, also, look at the art! See, this is the icon by Ponzu. See? But alright, now you guys can go. Alright? Bye-bye. Have a good rest of your night. Otsuren. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys later.